Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RGT podcast, Real Gamer Talk. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get it. Got a good show planned for you guys tonight. I want to a big shout out to everybody that's already up in here. Let's go ahead and get started. Got a good panel for you guys tonight, and we're going to have fun.
Yes, sir.
Right, just move this here. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the long-awaited intros. Go ahead, JWax412.
Long-awaited intros. What's going on, guys? It's JWax412. I'm honored to be part of the first Real Gamer Talk podcast. Thanks for Ryan having me on. Shout out to everybody at the panel. I'm ready to talk about this shit, man. It's Konami shit, man. But that's it for me.
Go right ahead, Big Money.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We want to thank y'all for coming out and checking us out, man, on this day. Make sure y'all come out and support Ryan and everybody that's in this stream. I love this guy to death, everything he do. Everybody in here right now, what they do, they at their best right now. So make sure y'all come check us out.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Craig Harris.
What's up, everybody? It's the Messiah of Xbox. Here with my man Ryan, the professional, episode 1. It will be memorable. Let's get it.
Go right ahead, Carlos.
Hey, man. Once again, man, it's your boy Type-R87, aka Carlos Fernandez. And you're now in the Real Gamers podcast.
This ain't Real Gamer Talk. That's what it is. Go ahead, J Dub.
Yo, everybody, you know who it is. It's your boy Kratos, and I'm AKA the toxic troller in chief, I guess. That's what dudes want to call me. So I'm going to embrace it, and let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Embrace that new power. Embrace it, bro.
There you go.
All right, let's start with something pretty funny. J-Wags wants to go ahead and get that out involving Bayonetta. So go right ahead, my brother.
So I hear the buzz in the back.
Yeah, that was funny.
I hear last thing you said there, right?
I'm sorry, yeah. Now let's go ahead and get started with this show. Let's go ahead and get into this whole rant that you had.
Oh boy, yeah. So you guys, I'm sure you guys heard by now. Everybody here in the panel, but in case you're in the chat, you have not heard. Konami recently released a game called Metal Gear Survive, which is supposed to be a sequel to Metal Gear 5, but it has nothing to do with the Metal Gear universe, in my opinion. It's a zombie tower defense game that's filled to the brim with microtransactions, but that's pretty standard in most games nowadays. But the big offender here, I'm sure everybody's heard this by now, hopefully, they're charging you $10 for an additional save slot. $10. And that's not exaggerating. This isn't, no one's trying to, blow it up to more what it is. If you want to make an additional save slot, let's say you want to delete your character and start new, or just make an additional character for maybe a second player or a third player, it's going to cost you an additional $10.
Yep.
To acquire that slot. That is, I'm not gonna flip out like I do usually, Ryan, because I don't want to hurt everybody's ears here. But this is I always talk about, man. If you go on my channel, if I've been to my channel, I always talk about microtransactions a lot. It's one of the main focuses of my channel, DLC, ridiculous season passes, things like that. And this shit here is so egregious and so greedy, and people didn't think something like this was possible. People got on EA for their loot crates and to pay to win, and that's all bad too. But something like this, something so basic that we had for over a decade now, the ability to make an additional save slot, that should be not flipping out, Ashen, but that should be something that's standard in the gaming industry today. It is absolutely fucking ridiculous, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Is they keep pushing this shit further and further and further, and just seeing how much they can get away with, and hopefully people don't let them get away with this. But I'm not seeing too much backlash about this shit, and that's what's scaring me. I don't know if you guys are seeing too much negative press about this, like from the major gaming news outlets, IGN, whoever else. They have not really addressed this. Besides, like someone like Angry Joe's talked about it, but for the most part, it's pretty much swept under the rug. But not only is it a $10 additional save slot, the game itself, in my opinion, I played the beta or the demo, I didn't play the main game. The beta itself is pretty shit to begin with, or the game itself is pretty shit to begin with. But on top of that, so you guys, I'm going to end this real quick, but you know how it works. You got to buy, their in-game currency is SV bucks. So you got to buy 1,000 SV bucks, which translates to 10 real world fucking dollars. And that's how you get it.
Let it out. Let it out, bro. Let it out.
I think I rated it on my video, man. But like this, I'm gonna end it here. But let's say we can't stand for this shit, man. It's something so I can handle cosmetic DLC. I know it's not going anywhere. I can handle that shit. But that's the kind of shit that's pushing this shit forward. That's the kind of shit they're seeing all the money that's being made off of this. Activision made $4 billion last year on microtransactions alone, and companies are seeing this, and now they want to see how much more they can get away with. So you got Sea of Thieves coming out.
That's some terrible, bro.
Talking to me?
Yeah,
I think that's
no.
Carlos trying to.
My last point though, like you got Sea of Thieves coming out, right? And they got they got DLC for a parrot, a monkey, and a cat, I think, right? Now tell me, how in the fuck am I getting charged $10 for a fucking parrot in a pirate game? It's just shit like that, you know what I mean? So that's all I gotta say about that. Please do not support that game, Metal Gear Survive. That is, like I said, that is the most this year in the past year. This is worse than Star Wars Battlefront 2, because this is something that should be standard, man. A fucking save something. Think about that. But I'd like to get everybody's thoughts on that. This shit to me.
They got elements from Star Wars Battlefront 2 in that game. You can actually
pay to win in there.
Yeah, you can. It's pay to win also because you can have your character upgraded and have newer shit similar to Battlefront.
So yeah, I know that, right?
You're paying $100 for 10 save slots.
Yeah, but that's what everybody gets to. It's not like there's no exaggeration. If you have even if it's on your Xbox Live account, PSN account, and you would say your buddy wants to play your son, whoever, your kid, if they want to make an additional save slot, it don't matter if it's on your profile. It's going to cost you $10 on top of your $40 purchase. Fucking absurd.
Exactly. Hey man, what the fuck is going on over at that company, man? Like, is it new management over there or something? What the fuck?
It's like they want to slander and destroy Kojima's name. That's all it is. They're angry that Kojima has officially moved on. He has a new game. He has free publishing, free marketing, all this shit for this game. He doesn't have to do shit aside from make it look pretty and deliver to the fans. They're angry because they lost him. And like, let's be real here. At that E3, what was it? The 2016 one when we first saw the God of War reveal, Kratos? Was it that one?
Yeah.
At that E3, Nate, like out of all the shit we saw right there, who had one of the biggest pops at the fucking event? Kojima.
We already know.
Yeah. Down the stage. He didn't show the game at first. It was just him with music. He's walking down the stairs like, yeah, I'm back. People lost their shit. So, they know he has a legacy that can't be touched, and they want to destroy his legacy. That's all it is. You notice that this game could have been called simply Survive. But they had to put Metal Gear in front of it.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely trying to piggyback off the name alone, you know what I mean? But it really has nothing to do with it. But
they're going to milk that name for every dime that it's worth. I guarantee you, the next game they make probably will have Metal Gear in the title just to be assholes. But every single game will have Metal Gear.
And that's the only reason it's selling, too.
I think it's a great idea what they're doing, right? Because nobody really gives two shits about Konami. So them coming up with this just solidifies nobody will buy this game. Nobody will buy any other game Konami releases. So good for them.
Yep.
I'm glad they're solidifying me not purchasing anything that they try to offer me. That's basically what that's doing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hey, I just got through looking at what's that thing called? Game Cross or Cross Game? And they said it bombed already. It bombed.
Cross talking about?
Yeah. They bombed. It's over, bro. Like you said, I think they did that just to. The crazy thing is, man, they got this honor and respect thing over there in Japan, and I don't understand what the fuck it's for real, bro. Like that shit is crazy what they doing, bro. I don't even think they gonna come out with another game after that. I've been hearing rumblings of people talking about they should sell that to Sony or somebody, but I don't think they gonna get that up. I don't even think they gonna get that up because they can't make no more games for it.
Yeah, Konami's
my
mostly
God.
making money off of mobile, right? That's most what they're making money off as a sport.
Yeah,
And
The
the
way it's-
pachinko machines.
What? Yeah.
This is their way of pissing people off. To show that, we don't give a fuck about Konami.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a Hail Mary attempt to try and make some money off the license, but you know, 'cause I'm curious to see how much it sells because I think
it kind of worked though, Jay. It kind of worked though.
Yeah.
'Cause if I'm not mistaken, some motherfuckers did buy this shit day one. They had like the day one edition. They was like, yeah, I'm proud to get it. Then they returned this shit up like literally in record time.
And the sad
What's
thing
up, Crazy Simmons? What's going on, fam?
Sad thing is like people who don't follow gaming, as closely as we do, and they just saw a new Metal Gear, like, oh yeah, I'm buying that shit, and then they got it home like, what the hell is this? This is nothing like the previous one. It's an atrocity. But I agree with y'all's points though. I'm glad. I never thought of it that way till you guys said it. I'm kind of glad that they did it too because they exposed themselves and showed their true colors, and people will now hopefully stop fucking them after this. This will be it.
AJ Wags, I'm almost scared to ask you, is this worse than the cardboard? Because this almost on top with the cardboard, don't you think?
I think the cardboard, they're pretty goddamn close, bro.
I think it's tied. It's a tie, man. It's a tie because they both were trying to swindle.
Ooh,
they both trying to swindle everybody out of their pockets. Man.
I don't know, but like at least it's gonna sound weird for me saying this, but at least the cardboard, the Switch shit, at least they let you know what you're getting up front though. Like they're not trying to hide anything.
Yeah,
like
they were up front with you with the cardboard shit.
Yeah, like no one knew about these save slots until they bought the game. You know what I mean? What was it like?
I find it more disrespectful the fact that you have to pay for game saves.
Yeah, that's just that right there.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's disrespectful, man. It's like it's a smack in the face, man.
That's basic.
It is. Yeah, it is. I thought it was fake. I thought it was a fake news link, like fake news. I thought it was crazy. I didn't think it was real.
You didn't think the company be that greedy about anything, but nah, they're greedy.
That's unheard of, man. It's unprecedented. But that's what I'm talking about, man. People, and if people buy this game and people support this game, and it sells well, and they sell a decent amount of these, it's only a matter of time until we're paying for single game saves, like 50 cents to save your game.
That'd be embarrassing.
I'm just saying, man. It's if this shit works out for them, and companies see that worked for them, it's gonna get worse and worse, man, with this shit.
Oh yeah.
That's the main thing. Is I'm not seeing too much uproar about this shit, which is weird to me.
Yeah, pretty soon you're gonna have to pay for bullets in the gun.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
It's just a matter of time.
It is a matter of time for that.
Yeah,
we'll pay for extra lives.
Unfortunate. So it's I'm sorry they had to do something like that. Yeah, I do agree with J-Dub City. This sounds like they're trying to slander his name and they're trying to build. They just put Metal Gear in front of it, and I'm sure there's people that went out and bought it because it said Metal Gear, and so it's disappointing. And I hope I certainly hope people don't buy it. Get the word out. People won't buy it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Hey man, there's people out there that still think he with Konami, man.
Yeah, that's what
there's a lot of people out there don't even know that he gone from
that's
Konami.
What I was gonna say. I got a lot of messages. I got a lot of
Terrible.
comments on that video asking me if Kojima has anything to do with his game. And like, no, he's nothing. Nothing.
He's not even affiliated with the company anymore. His affiliation with Konami
at all
has been done since the Metal Gear 4, practically. Because part five, he did like some partial input in it, but it wasn't a complete Kojima game. It was more of him pointing out what they needed to do, how to achieve what they needed, and that was it.
I will say this though, he did have a hand in that Ground Zero, didn't he? That $40 demo game.
They swindled him than doing that. Yeah, it was basically a demo that they charged you for $40.
Because that was outrageous as well. But this beats that though.
Oh yeah, it does.
But I can talk about this for hours, man. But I'll just say that this shit needs to stop, man. It's only gonna
it's gonna get worse before it gets.
That's amazing. But like, where can we go from here, man? $10 save slots. Like I said, after this, you gotta you're charging for saves, or charging per level, or charging per boss, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Charging per hour to play the game. I don't know.
That is true.
Watch this though. There's gonna be some.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hello.
Dang,
somebody biting.
Yeah, that was money there.
There's gonna be some dumbass asshat company that's going to try to take this particular model that they're giving, start charging you for saves. They're gonna start charging you for little petty stuff, And just watch. They're gonna see and they're gonna try.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got to pay to save your game at this point.
If they charge for saves, I'm
talking about like just to use the autosave.
I'm done. If they charge for saves, I'm done.
Yeah, they're charging you for autosave.
That's it. Whoever does that is dead to me. I'll never buy that game of theirs again.
Might as well just.
Hey, y'all, am I still botting?
No, you're
good.
You're good.
Okay. No, you're good. If The Last of Us 2 comes out and you got to pay for saves, I'll fuck it. I wouldn't play it.
Oh, trust me. I'm gonna break some shit.
I know Naughty Dog wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, that's just an example.
Let's get to this other rant that you started, which is pretty fucking hilarious. What was it? It was over Bayonetta.
What
was that about?
Okay, so for people who didn't see that video, like I said, I had a Nintendo Switch. People know that, and I bought Bayonetta 2 recently released on the Switch. I think almost 2 weeks ago, and it comes with a copy of Bayonetta 1. It's the digital download. Well, the digital download is printed inside the box, right? So this is all predisposed. They had it all worked out. It's not just like a card you get. It's printed on the box art itself. So I get home. I'm gonna play Bayonetta 1 first, and then go to 2 when I beat Bayonetta 1. I put the fucking code in, and it does not work. I put it about 18 times, making sure it was all correct. It did not work. So I got on the customer on the phone with Nintendo for about an hour, got no response, and I called back, and then they got to me very timely. The second time I called, and they gave me a new code, and it worked fine. But my whole rant was, how the fuck do you fuck up something like digital codes, man, in 2018? And people, but people are saying, oh, just call Nintendo. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal, man, because this is the simple shit that Nintendo gets wrong constantly. Online voice functionality, their poultry storage, shit like that. A party chat app for their phone. It's just shit like that. I had a long day at work, man. I just wanted to come home, download the game, but I just spent 2 additional hours of my time trying to get a replacement digital code that should have worked from the get-go. There's no excuse. In my opinion, there's no excuse for shit like that happening. It wasn't just mine either. It was a wide array of people it affected. What the hell happened to my audio?
Are you good?
You good, man?
No. Was that your monitor? Oh, okay, that's why I heard the little.
The buzzing stopped. Okay.
Okay, man. Anyway, but yeah, so okay, cool. Shirley Hawks, dude, he said if Activision puts the if you got to pay for save slots in Spiral, he gonna go to Activision slash some bitches. But I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But yeah, it sucks, Nintendo's Nintendo at this point, I guess it's the best response I can give you.
Son. I'm trying to debate this Black Baron dude, trying to set that shit up.
Oh Lord, good luck with that.
He can't defend this shit, bro. He's
chair shots to the head.
He's out here saying that the Switch is stronger than the original Xbox One and shit. Like, fuck it, he's
Lord.
What?
Yeah, he's
it's 1.3 teraflops versus 1 teraflop, and it's a handheld. So I mean, but a better point would be, obviously sales, right? Which system people care about? Obviously, right now,
I just got tons of ammo for it. But he thinks it's the best console. He has no flaws, but that's gonna be a good one.
I'm going.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody will forget about Marvel's Capcom Infinite. That's one game that will forever be inbred in everybody's skull when it comes to Capcom. That's not good. That was terrible. What'd they say? X-Men wasn't in the game because you didn't remember him or some shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Part of the reason why we played it was because of for the X-Men characters. That was the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, Marvel at the time did not own the X-Men characters, so they're not. I mean, they're killing them off in the comic books too, and they will continue doing that till they acquire the X-Men characters. They don't stop. They'll reboot the comics. So, that's why they did it. It's still selfish as hell. They should have been in there, but that's why they did it. So,
absolutely.
They're paying more, getting less and less, man. I don't know. Like, I got DBZ Fighters, man. I'm mad as fuck. They got like 10 plus characters coming through DLC.
Oh man,
damn, J-Wags, man, you ain't having a good year, man. God damn,
I'm saying, games getting expensive, man. I bought a lot of games. You threw the DLC and I'm fucking.
I know, bro.
Passes and hardware and.
Yeah, that is like the weird part when you talk about Nintendo, though. It's like, as much as you like might not agree with their practices, they still just make money ridiculously well. Like they can sell you fucking napkins at this point, maybe.
Yeah, but see, like you got all these just all the woodworks, like these Nintendo guys, and they were nowhere to be found before the Switch came out in the Wii U era. They were nowhere to be found at all. Now they'll come out the woodwork and claiming, like
saying that they're the king of innovation.
Yeah, they're riding the bus, man. What's that called? When someone rides a team,
Colt.
Nah, just like it's like you got all these Bama fans and like they never even been to Alabama.
Band riders.
Yeah, bandwagoners. Yeah,
bandwagoners.
That is true. That is true, though. That is true. I remember people defended the damn Wii U for not even having a hard drive. I remember that. Like people were really like just jumping out. She's like, no, they don't need a hard drive. With the extra money that you save with the Wii U, I'm like, the Wii U was $300. What?
Yeah, that was just. It was. I think it was just too overpriced for what it brought to the table. Just
remember, hard drives was like 100 and what, 150 at the time.
Yeah,
they were up there. Them prices was up. So I don't get how we were saving any money.
GameStop still selling that bitch for $280. Wii U.
Yeah, but that's Nintendo.
The day
they
never lowered their price. Know what they're talking about would be the day I ever shop there again. Until then, I'm telling you, Kratos will laugh, bro. Kratos. I don't know if I told you that. But you'd be on the floor if I told you what I found out, man. I went over to the GameStop and asked the lady, right? Can I pre-order Horizon Zero Dawn? Guess what this woman said, Kratos?
What she said?
What system?
I
left.
But if you let these dudes out here,
because there is a Forza Horizon out too, so. But I would probably
but I said Horizon Zero Dawn. I know Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon. She should know that Forza Horizon ain't no damn expert.
If you were in games, you should at least know the exclusives. Yeah, individual genre, but come on.
Hey, but you know what, y'all? I think for the last 10, 15 years, man, everything Nintendo did, it's kind of been like a gift and a curse. Cause it'll work, and then you would see the real. It looked like the bad side outweigh the good, to me.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, man, it's like everything they did. It's like I'll be excited, and then I turn around and be like, "Man, this ain't shit." And I'm like, "What the fuck happened?"
They just, like, you guys see Payday 2 just released on the Switch, I think today.
Oh. Yeah, I bought it already.
Did you?
What you get?
Payday 2 for the Switch.
Payday 2.
You paid $50 for that?
Listen, I hate Payday 2. Even though I platinumed it on the PlayStation 4, I hate that game.
You paid $50 for that, bro?
I did. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all this. One thing about it, man, the way I travel and stuff like that, the Switch is man's fucking best friend. It's the greatest companion. Obviously it's not a main console. It's that side console when you traveling or you got some downtime. But it is what it is, man.
But you know what? I ain't down in Nintendo. It's just that some of the stuff that they do, bro, it throws me off, man. It just really throws me off with some of the stuff they do.
I hear you, right? Like when you say, "Hey, you paid $50 for that," I hear you. But check this out. How many people done paid $30 for PUBG and that game was running like garbage, but unplayable, and nobody said anything about it.
Yeah, but Payday, I did.
Oh, they hustling. Microsoft hustling right there.
Payday 2 is 4 years old, I believe, right?
Well, technically, the only person who's hustling at this point is Nintendo. Last time I checked, these damn they're hustling because last time I checked, it's like $80.
Yeah, I played Payday 2 in like 2015.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you're paying like $80, $70 for these damn multiplats on the Switch.
Yeah, Payday 1 was,
I don't get it, and they're inferior.
It was old.
Yeah.
Payday 2.
I get it. Payday 2 argue and say that it's a tablet, right?
I played Payday.
But Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
With Nintendo and the Switch, it's that luxury tax, right? You're paying for the convenience. It's the only place. No, I'm not. Look, I'm not excusing that.
No, he ain't excusing. He's just being a real.
Like. Nintendo is Nintendo. That's always been the case.
That's true.
Pay that luxury tax. Nintendo is the only company that never drop prices on their shit, no matter what.
Ever.
Yep.
I just got a problem with Payday 2 being $50, and right now it's free on Game Pass. I think it's like maybe $10 on Steam.
Free on PS.
Yeah, but you can't play it on the toilet. You can't play it bullshitting around.
We're $50. And then here's the other thing about Payday 2, right? About the Switch port for Payday 2. You know, there's no online voice chat at all.
Nope.
Nah, but I mean, the thing about that
$50?
No. Listen, here's the thing, though, right? The Nintendo Switch, man, they don't even fucking have an online infrastructure. And has that stopped one sale? Nope. People don't care because if they really wanted that, right, they're gonna get it on the PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah, I know it's so.
The Switch is that you're gonna compromise out your ass, but people are just willing to compromise.
Yeah, I know it's doing.
I don't know.
I know it's selling well, you know, but not just because it sells well don't mean it's necessarily right.
Yeah, that's what
I hear you. I hear you.
Heroin sells pretty well. But...
That's what it's come down to.
That boy said heroin sells.
I mean, you gotta see it. You gotta see it this way, though. At the end of the day, Nintendo's gonna do whatever it takes to get the consumers to come to their company and feel satisfied.
Yeah, I understand, man, and I think we all agree here that if the Switch was not a hybrid console, right? If it didn't have the ability to be portable and docked,
we would have been ripping it a new one, bro.
Everybody be buying that shit. We got underpowered.
You know, man, when that game came out, if Zelda when they came out with that game, I don't think they would have sold that many Switches when it first came out if Zelda didn't come out with that. I'm not saying they wouldn't be at the numbers they at right now, but when that game came out, man, like, you know, everybody had to have it, and Nintendo knew it.
This is why that proves this is why exclusives count. This is why exclusives matter, right?
Yep.
Because people relying on multi-class. I mean, you can get that anywhere. You got to share the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at it. Prime example, Xbox, bro. Look what that doing. What it's doing for them? Relatively nothing.
Yeah. And the sad part about it.
Go ahead, fam. I'm sorry.
The sad part about it is the multiplayer. I mean, the multiplats. All the marketing deals is on the competition. Is on the PlayStation. So I don't know, man. I don't think the future is pimping your system out to a bunch of third party games. Third
especially when that motherfucker costs $500.
That's true. Yeah.
So are we on Xbox now, or that's the topic we're on now? I would say, man, like still the one big indicator, the Switch still
the
Switch is getting third party support here and here. You got companies dipping in, FIFA, not Ubisoft, but who the fuck makes I forget the company's name, but the big test here we're still waiting to see is Wolfenstein 2. Whenever that decides to release on the Switch, that's gonna be a real indicator.
Let me go ahead and stop you there. If you're expecting 30 frames, just slap yourself.
No, I'm saying that's a pretty graphic intensive game. It looks fantastic on PS4 and Xbox. So that's gonna be the big indicator. That's the first major third-party release we're gonna get. I mean, you got FIFA and NBA, but those were special.
It's about not even hyped for GTA supposedly coming to the Switch. I'm not hyped.
GTA 5 ain't never come to the Switch, bro.
No, it's supposedly gonna come, but my thing is this: if they're gonna bring GTA to the Switch,
it's gonna look trash.
How that performance is gonna go, I have no idea.
Well, people think that because LA Noire came to the Switch as a chance. I'm like, LA Noire is what, 5 years old, 6 years old, more maybe 2011, I think it came out.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever hear that Near Automata running on a Switch at one point? Did y'all ever hear that?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you can probably get any game to run on there, but it's just not going to run, well. I mean,
yeah, because I've seen NBA 2K18 on there, and that shit looked at. Oh my god!
Oh, you want to see WWE?
I mean, it's an NVIDIA Tegra
2K18, or I think that's what it was. 2K17. I'm talking, it's so slow. The entries are out of sync.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Terrible, bro.
But Doom was on a Switch, and it was hitting under 30 frames pretty consistently, and it was drastically downgraded as far as graphical fidelity, all that other shit. But I don't know, man. I just have a hard time. And that game was $60. They're charging $60 for that. And that's my big problem. I have the Switch. I enjoy the Switch sometimes. I understand that the portable aspect of it is a It's a very compelling feature and it's useful to a lot of people. But $60, man, like they brought out a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right, for $60, and their whole thing was the DLC is included. Okay, but now they're bringing over like Hyrule Warriors. That's gonna be $60. They're bringing over the new that Donkey Kong game from 2013. That's $60 or $50. I'm quite sure that next Super Smash Bros. They bring out is going to be Smash Bros. Wii U, just ported to the Switch for $60. That's my problem, man. I wouldn't have a problem. They shouldn't be charging $60 for these.
Yeah, I mean, most of these games you're going to see are going to just be the lower end version of the PC port. That's most of what you're going to see.
I actually agree with J Wags on that. Like, if these games are getting ported over, they should at least if you know that the games have issues or are going to have known issues, performance-based issues within the system, then lower the price, make it $35, make it $40.
Right. Well,
let's make it convenient so that when you start working on the ports and you start patching them, then you can get, more or less better things to go along with the game.
I'm telling you, if they were able to get $30 price tags like one of these third-party games that have been ported to the Switch, it'll be similar to the PlayStation VR, because aren't those games $20 a piece?
Yeah.
It'd be something like that. People would have definitely caught those.
Some are 40 on the VR, but like the main thing with the thing is like, PlayStation, Xbox, they have the decency, like Shadow of Colossus just released, right? And that's an old game. So they charge you $40. It's $40. It's not a full release $60 title. Same thing with they got the new Burnout coming out, Gears of War Ultimate, games like this, Crash Bandicoot, the new Spyro. These games are $40 because they already released once. They're old games. And charging these like
hey, I had this talk y'all with somebody, man, and I know y'all might think I'm wearing some full hat for this shit, but I was talking to him about those games. Like, if you really look at it, man, this is just for me. I never thought that things like Super Mario, those are not no quote unquote real AAA games, man. Them Super Mario, you can't tell me those games have $100 million budget. No fucking word.
Mario, this is what they have, though. Honestly, let me tell you what they have, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? Okay. They have what most companies don't have, and that's consistency. Exactly. They can crank out a Mario game after Mario game after Mario game, and that little seal of approval, that quality seal of approval that Nintendo stamp on it, guarantees that that game is playable from beginning to end, not broken, and that quality is going to be there. That's just
that's a good point, and that's what gets me is like every Nintendo first party game for the most part runs fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Their first party games, like it just seems like they made their console specifically just for the first party devs, and they don't really care as much about the third party devs understanding the tech. You know what I'm saying? Right. It always seems like that all the time.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare for third parties to develop.
It always is. The first parties are making miracles and giving you these crazy experiences, and it's like, third parties, they can barely get 5% of the power out. So
yeah, we can complain all we want to about it. That thing is selling.
Oh yeah, it's up there. How long? Let's go ahead and make a prediction since we're here. We're talking about this. We're having fun with this, right? We're having fun with this. Do y'all think it will outsell the Xbox One?
Yes.
Yeah, it will.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, time frame. How long do you think it will take?
Ryan, come on now. What year?
How long do you think it will take for it to do that?
I think
holiday season, it will decimate Xbox sales.
Yes.
For MPD.
Okay.
I think.
What you mean? You think that it'll pass Xbox? Xbox One.
Xbox lifetime sales. Yes, pass Xbox lifetime.
I think it is. I think it's going to do it by December. All it takes is two of those big. All it takes is Pokemon and maybe Metro.
I know you saw that tweet.
Pokemon is going to be their golden jewel for the holiday
they say you can now take 6 Pokemon with you on as you play. So they're hyping up that.
I was going to say it's going to surpass the sales of Xbox 2 months after Pokemon's release.
Think about it, guys.
Where they at right now? What they at right now? Like what? 14 million?
15, almost 16 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look, this tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Is no. It hasn't been a complete year. It's next week. Is when it'll be 1 year on the market. It hadn't even been 1 year yet, and they've already surpassed. It's nuts, man. I don't think the thing is gonna. It's just getting started. It's not slowing up at all.
I mean, my dude, nobody can said by E3 2019.
Yeah, now I go with that. I go with that 2019, like fall 2019. But this year, woo,
bro, 5 years. It took Microsoft. It took early 20. It took Xbox 5 years to reach 35 million.
Look.
One at a time. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
No, I was just saying it took them 5 years to do that number, and it's not like the X really caused any major shift because they still been losing NPDs. Nintendo been killing it, and it's not like they're gonna stop. So if you got a company not winning NPDs for years on end, and you got one that's killing it, I don't know, man. Nobody would have ever thought that Nintendo would drop a console and be able to do those numbers in that length of time. I mean,
right.
No, right. I didn't think
so. Go
so.
ahead, Money. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, I think 2019, I can't, because that if that'd be what they would have to. We don't know exact sales of the Xbox. I'm gonna say 37 right now. I'm gonna say 37.
Less than 35, bro. It's less than 35.
I don't know. I don't think it's that low.
No, they confirmed.
I know you're in denial. I know you're in denial about it because it's like, how in the hell you done released 3-4 consoles in 4 years and you still just sitting at 35 million? Like, but yeah, without any games, right?
$499. Oh my god, man! What the fuck?
Here's a good question right here. My boy Billy Doc, shout out to you. Says, if Microsoft has a new Jet Set Radio Future and a Sunset Overdrive 2, do you still think Nintendo will still beat Microsoft? I'm gonna have to say yes. And the reason why I'm gonna say yes, Sunset Overdrive 1 took 2 years to reach just 1 million in sales, and as much as I would love to see a Jet Set Radio Future remaster for the Xbox, as much as I've been praying for that to come to the Xbox, Jet Set Radio Future was a game they only had one installment, which was the first one, the OG Xbox. The Nintendo has created a legacy with Pokemon alone. Pokemon alone, it just means sales. When you have Pokemon on a go, like they do with their handhelds, you know for a fact those things are going to sell like hotcakes. That's just been there the whole stick. And that's what's going on.
They got some other hitters too. You got Metroid Prime 4 eventually.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, Pokemon alone.
And then as soon as Super Smash Bros. Comes out on the go, everybody's gonna buy that shit. Everybody's gonna buy that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pokemon just it's a console killer at this point.
Pokemon's gonna be the one. Yeah, Pokemon. It's
gonna be a new Smash or a port.
That's why
it really don't matter. Right? Put money on at this point, it don't matter.
It will sell regardless. But if I put money on it, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a port of the Wii U one with maybe some additional characters and all the DLC that came with the first one. They might include some more characters on there, but I'm almost certain it's gonna be a port of the Wii U version. I don't know, maybe we'll see. But the track record looks like it's gonna be a port.
So I got fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for what? For a new one?
Crossed that that Microsoft will at least bring it at E3.
That was what I was about to say. Like, that's why I want to wait to see, because if they do something at E3, they got to blow it away. We all know that.
Yeah. They better say something. Does anybody else in here own the X?
Me? No, sir.
Yeah.
No. I'm on the X. I got the X.
Yeah, they better do something, guys.
Shout out to J-Dub City.
Bro, I'm just gonna read this out for you guys.
Yeah, he bought 7 of them.
Yo, I'm just
hey man, I was trying to help those dudes win MPD, man. I'm trying
like low key. He bought 7 and did giveaways, man.
Balling, damn. We trying to say, Carlos? You gonna read?
Yeah, I'm gonna read you out something real quick. Pokemon is a media franchise owned by Nintendo, right? Created in '95, debuted in '96.
Show, cards, all that jazz. Yeah.
Its highest grossing entertainment media franchise of all time, having grossed over $70 billion in revenue, surpassing Star Wars.
Fuck.
Really? I didn't know that.
In terms
wait
of
a minute. Nintendo don't own Pokemon.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's their
they own the characters and they own the shows. They own it all.
Now,
all the show companies.
here's the nitty gritty. In terms of software sales, Pokemon is the second best-selling game franchise, having sold over 300 million units as of November 2017, behind only Mario.
Damn. So that's across like N64, Game Boy, everything, right?
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, the IP.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go is the most downloaded mobile game with 752 million downloads. The Pokemon video game series has a total of over 1.52 billion sales and downloads.
Yeah,
and granted,
big numbers, man.
Granted, that game, if I'm not mistaken, that game was free to play, right? The only thing you had to pay for was the Pokeballs if you ran out of Pokeballs.
Oh,
you're talking about
you had to buy like
they actually made you get access to that. You had to actually go and find the damn Pokemon.
You guys remember that? I mean, like that was the biggest shit in the world for like 2 years. I see people. I work downtown Pittsburgh, man. I seen everybody. They had lawyers playing that and bus drivers. Everybody was playing that shit. My dad was playing that. He didn't know anything about video games at all.
He said bus drivers.
Yeah, man. Everybody was trying to catch them all, man. People pulling beside the road. You saw a lot of kids outside.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It kind of got out of hand. But I seen people in cemeteries looking for the motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah, people getting by cars.
Out of hand, man.
You know, during the 2 months in the U.S., the crash or the collision rate went up a couple percent points throughout the U.S. because people weren't looking at the fucking road.
People was in people's yards and everything else, man. It was nuts.
That was Shooter said that Nintendo owns 33% of Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah,
I think they owned all of it. They didn't own that all the way.
I'm saying they get a big percentage of the procentage from like the show and all. They get a big
because Pokemon it's the Pokemon company, right? Like it's its own entity.
Yeah, it is Pokemon.
But Nintendo ends a third of them. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I know. I heard that somewhere, but.
All right, so
that's just gonna be done.
The next
that's a day one for me, man. But Pokemon's gonna be.
Oh, definitely. I'm getting guys. You'll see Ryan with a Switch when I see that Pokemon drop. Trust me.
Let me ask J-Wax something right quick. J-Wax, I got the Switch. The only thing the fucking things are so little. How the fuck can you play it? Because I got it for my son.
It's the Pro Controller, bro. Pro Controller.
I have the Pro Controller, and if I have it in handheld mode, it feels fine. But I've tried using like the one that comes with the Switch. The little,
Yeah, you can't use those.
That's the other thing, though. The Pro Controller is $70. I mean, tell you what, it is a nice feeling controller, though. It's a nice controller.
It's worth it, man.
Yeah. Y'all think the rumors are true about an XL Switch, like Switch XL?
No,
y'all think that's true?
I don't think so. I think they would have to. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I would think they keep talking about an XL Switch, but wouldn't they have to make? They couldn't have the same Joy-Cons on there. It's fitted.
Yeah, they'll make it beefier hands.
Yes, you're saying like bigger Joy-Cons then.
Yeah, probably pretty much.
I mean, maybe. I think it's perfect. The size it is now is perfect the way it is.
Every company comes out with a refined version of something.
I heard about a mini one possibly.
I can't do no mini, fam.
But
Nintendo handheld. Is this
no, just the Switch in general.
It's pretty big right now for a handheld, so I wouldn't want any bigger.
Well, I'm talking about the handheld, the 3DS.
3DS.
They're coming out with a new 3DS. They're coming out with
a keep making 3DS games, man. They keep announcing them. They got Pikmin and the new Pokemons are still on there, and
go ahead, Craig.
They just made Pokemon Crystal on that. They just released it for the 3DS, so it's going strong.
They think my boy Craig because he's been quiet. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, they're fine. I mean, Pokemon will sell well. They come out with a different kind of Donkey Kong game. They got a lot of go-to IP. So Star Fox, they can still do that. So they're fine. I mean, people are, and if you're buying a Switch for graphics, you need to have your head checked. That's not.
I got a Switch solely for their exclusive game. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that's why you get it.
I had to mute Carlos because of the background noise, but if he's back on,
like I said, I'm playing Bayonetta 2 right now, man, or Bayonetta 1. I'm mad. I never played it before. I'm kind of upset about it because it's actually a really good game.
Yeah,
both of them.
When it came out years ago.
Yeah, I never played it on 360 or PS3. I never even knew about it.
Yeah, Carlos, what you guys say on that, brother?
Hey, man. Let's put it this way. if by any chance these developers or anybody are gonna go to the route and making good games, they have to. They have to emphasize on performance. They can't just give you a shitty ass port and think that you're just gonna pay for it regardless.
I agree.
They have to focus on that. And on secondly, get the opinion from us, the gamers. We will let you know exactly what the hell is wrong with the game and what we want with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think they care very much though. Nintendo is like, here's a good little topic. You guys hear about? I guess in Europe, or I don't know if it's Europe or worldwide, but apparently, if you pre-order something on Nintendo Switch, you can't cancel the pre-order. And now Europe's trying to make them like they're in a lawsuit with Europe right now. I guess the country or fuck whatever, with Europe itself because Europe's trying to get them to clarify why they can't pre-order or why you can't cancel the pre-orders, and Nintendo's not letting it happen. Mm-hmm. If I described that right, but apparently you cannot cancel a pre-order for Nintendo Switch.
What?
That sucks, then, because if you're not satisfied with the product, you still have to continue to do.
Well, that's Europe's whole thing. They said you should be able to cancel the pre-order if the product hasn't released yet.
Honestly, why would you pre-order anything on the Switch? I mean, it's
true.
Why do people pre-order anymore? It's not like you get anything extra, right? You know,
I wouldn't say that.
You do get some stuff,
but that pre-order for God of War. Let's stop.
No.
You do get some stuff.
I'm talking about for the Switch, right? I'm talking about for the Switch.
Yeah,
I know.
You know what? I don't recall seeing pre-order bonuses for the Switch games.
I haven't, and I bought. I literally have damn near literally every freaking Switch game.
The only games I would say you pre-order for a Switch is just the first party. You know,
which
but even then, though, what Kratos is saying is there's no like pre-order incentive on a Switch. I don't think there is.
Yeah, that is true. It's only on the select games. Like
you don't get like extra skins or.
Yeah. What was that game called? What was it? Legend of Zelda. They gave you something for Legend of Zelda, didn't they?
No, the pre-order, no.
Nothing. No. I thought they gave you something.
Nintendo ever did a custom, like if a big game come out? Have they ever did that before?
Yeah, the last thing I saw,
Nintendo 64.
They have collector's editions, but not like know, like you don't get like downloadable content like for pre-ordering or.
Yeah, the last thing I saw in terms of custom like thing for the Switch was that solid gold Switch they were giving away for the giveaway for LA Noire. Yeah, it was a gold. They were giving away a PS4 gold and an Xbox One and a Switch. Basically, if you won the contest, you had to choose between which one you wanted.
Yeah,
that was the thing. It was on Twitter. So a big thing they were doing. It was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. It's LA Noire.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know who really pre-orders games anymore anyway. It's not like they're even physical games.
I can't do pre-orders. I just wait till the game releases. I'll probably wait out like a week or two to see the reviews and actually go on YouTube and look at the videos in regards of the gameplay and everything. And then that's when I make my analogy and just say, you know what, I'm gonna purchase the game. If it sucks, then.
Oh, you guys remember when we used to have to pre-order because if you didn't pre-order, you were gonna get a copy until But now that's a thing of the past. Now there's no need for it anymore.
Yep, true.
Pre-orders are just for people who don't have the time to go shopping like physically to the stores, and they just want things to come easily handed to them when they're in their house, per se deliveries or one day before the game comes out, they'll download it and have it ready for the next day. So that's what the
pre-install.
All right, let's get off this Nintendo board train. Let's get into some other stuff. Vanquish 2 is confirmed to be exclusive to the Xbox One. Your thoughts?
Oh yeah.
Who wants to start with this one? Who wants? You want to, Craig? Go ahead, Craig.
I will start because I know the PlayStation community is just shaking in their boots with this game going exclusively to the Xbox. That
so mad right now. God damn it, I'm mad.
Yeah, 6 T-flops of power going to come pouring down on you like the chocolate Easter bunny is what's going to happen to you all. So, shaking in their boots.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so let's keep it.
Xbox One only available.
That's confirmed, right?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
I'm gonna wait till it's my turn.
All right. But I'm gonna be the salty one in the whole group right now. And I'm gonna be salty in the way of common sense, that is.
Yeah.
So I got a question for everybody, including all the podcast members, even the audience. Who in the hell played Vanquish in the last gen?
Facts.
Explain that to me.
Oh,
it was gonna get
the
the
PlayStation 3. Yeah, I played it on the PlayStation 3. Basically, it's a futuristic game where you're killing robots. That's all it really is.
No. I played it, but
Yeah.
He's saying it was mediocre then.
I'll tell you,
It didn't sell that much. It wasn't like a heavy
it
killer.
wasn't a great game to begin with.
I'll tell you this, Carlos.
I'm glad it's exclusive.
Once it got to me,
4K
bro.
textures now, you're not gonna be able to handle those 4K textures.
Oh man, I can't.
I was gonna tell you on my turn before this podcast started, like an hour ago. I never even heard of Vanquish at all. So
I didn't either. But
yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I had no idea.
I mean, I played the game. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a stellar game. You could finish that game in like 4 or 5 hours without no problem. Excuse me, without no problems.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, man. I like the game. I did, Carlos. I liked the Vanquish, man. I love third person shooters, man. I liked the game. I am kind of salty on that for real, but I do got an Xbox. But
You got a PC?
I ain't salty, man.
You got a PC?
You better get
I
that
ain't salty, man.
You got a PC?
do that to me, yeah.
Better get on that PC.
Well, you know what I want to know?
Get rid of them damn textures.
So when this game actually comes out, it's going to be on Game Pass, day and date of launch, $10. Everybody going to get to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Well, I'm glad you brought up Game Pass, but let's continue though. Everybody else's thoughts on it?
No, I didn't have no thoughts on that.
No more thoughts. You got any more
Real
thoughts?
quickly, I understand that people are upset because they got to deal with this custom CPU 6 T flops of third place coming MPD beast getting vanquished. I mean, so I
You
understand
heard the word vanquished.
Now is that
I remember,
the only
I
deal?
remember when I first played that, you tried to sound all cool in the title. It's like Vanquish.
I mean, yeah, but like that's not what Xbox fans were looking for, though. I mean, when we said new games, like, oh, Vanquish 2, the fuck? Like, that's in my opinion.
That's true.
I don't get it.
It's a good game, but it's not a stellar game. Once again, and whoever is out there stating the obvious, or or just straight up lying about ponies or whatever the hell they call us now, because I'm a gamer, everybody's a gamer. So just in general, whoever feels salty, yes, feel salty, and feel salty in the way that you don't give a damn about it in the first place. Because it's not a stellar game. Let them enjoy
I'm
it.
actually so salty that tears are coming down my face, and I'm just going to simply
I'm
let
so
them
salty.
vanquish.
I'm so salty I can yawn and scratch my back and not really give two flying hoots about it.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Well,
No,
I just-
oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
I was going to say, you all, I just heard this about Vanquish. 8K textures are going to be on this game.
Okay. All right.
So we went from 6K textures with what was it, Titanfall 2 to now we're at 8K.
I'm hearing 8K is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna put it on Twitter after the podcast.
Okay.
I will check.
Remind me to buy a Negan bat from The Walking Dead so I can
So
My God.
you know what? And back to what he said, that leads to another problem, right? It's not like Microsoft can just deliver 1, 2, or 3 games, right? They need some big hitters. They need some stuff that everybody talking about all day, every day. They need an alternative to the competition. They can drop these, and I call them mediocre, right? They may be good, but they didn't light the world on fire, and that's that's what I mean about these games. So it's good that they're bringing this is another game that they'll have on their platform.
Yeah. Hey Jay, the one thing, if that shit is running at 8K, it's gonna run like PUBG.
But like, ain't that no? But like, that's one thing I always say, man. You know, it's sad. It's 100% fact, man. The biggest game of this generation for the Xbox One, like the game that people are gonna look back and remember for the Xbox One is a fucking game preview.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
that's true.
That's true. That's the game people are gonna look back on and say, "Oh, remember PUBG?" Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
Motherfuckers in the
But that's the funny part about it, man. And this is what people don't understand. The desperation of the fanboys just to support something that was poorly ported over to the system tells you that much of how desperate they were to play a game.
Yeah. All right, since we're on Game Pass, because Kratos brought that up, the games for March, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, the games for March have been confirmed. You're getting Rise of the Tomb Raider, Resident Evil 2 Revelations, Final Station, Sea of Thieves, Sonic CD, Euro Fishing, Super Lucky Tales.
Euro Fishing? What?
Yeah, Oxenfree. Yep. Euro Fishing. So again, Euro Fishing. I'll repeat it. Euro Fishing. The Final Station.
Euro Fishing.
Oxenfree. Resident Evil Revelations 2. Super Lucky Tales. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Sea of Thieves. There you go. That's the last one.
Wait, what happened to Scalebound?
Oh shit!
That Game Pass, man. I still think it's a good deal, though, man.
It's a good deal. It's just I'm thinking.
You know what, J-Wax? When I looked at that, man, I understood why they showed those 40 Wii U games because that's all they're gonna be getting now.
That's gonna be on Game Pass.
Xbox might put out one AAA a year because it don't add up. $10 don't add up, man. They are not looking. They gonna have a whole bunch of Super Lucky Tail games over there. That's it.
They have 3 caught this year, right?
So now we have more stuff to bitch about when it comes to monthly things. Remember how we bitch about the games for PlayStation Plus and Gold? Now we have the games to bitch about for fucking Game Pass for March, April, June. There you go. So now we got more shit to bitch about. Me personally, I'm just gonna ask you guys your thoughts on that shit. So go ahead, Carlos. What you think about the list?
How can we start this?
Okay, go ahead.
Mediocre, lackluster,
no shit,
asinine.
Asinine. Oh shit.
Oh my god, I'm so tired of that word.
What else?
You're using too many big words. I'm gonna take them as
Crap, say that shit all the time.
And I'm gonna say it to my fellow British mates, full of bullocks.
Oh Lord,
the old American way, full of crap. Nah, I'm just playing. But hey, it all caters to certain individuals. Some individuals might find it appealing. Others just might find it as another cash grab. Me personally, it's a in between.
Okay,
it's both cash grab and okay, you're doing something, but I can't really talk much about it. I just
All right, go ahead, Craig. I see you putting 6K in the damn comments.
I'm excited about those. I mean, you're telling me I got Rise of the Tomb Raider on that 6K and that's 16 block console. You can smell. Well, you can smell the sweat. Well, you can smell the sweat and the blood coming off of Laura Croft's face. The graphic textures are so good.
Oh my God,
you got the 4K chicken. Now, who don't want to fuck with a 4K chicken? Now, because I'm going to attack everybody that I see. People have been let me finish. People are direct messaging me. Well, can I play with you? No, I'm going to sink your boat. That's why I'm your friend. So I'm not doing. I'll play like that. We're supposed to. Those other games. Super Lucky's Tale. Shout out to Sick Humor. He recommended that game. He said that game's actually pretty good. So I'm looking forward to that. Those other games you talked about though, that was garbage with those 3 right there. I'm excited about that. So yeah.
Hey, Kratos, leave a comment in the chat for me so I can mod you, bro.
All right.
But what you think about it?
I think it's a good lineup, man. Especially from what they've been having. I mean, I think that's a good lineup for them. I don't think we can expect more, right? This is kind of like the cream of the crop for what they're trying to do. I think this is it. I mean, we're all expecting more, and I think we just finally need to come to the conclusion. This is what we're going to be getting.
True.
And so we either have to say, hey, look, Super Lucky Tales and Sea of Thieves is probably the best that we're going to get for a while until Halo, Gears, and Forza release again. And, every now and then we'll get a little something else. But, I mean, come on, bro. Let's face it. You got God of War dropping. You got, Days Gone dropping. You got Detroit. You got some games that make people giddy like a little schoolgirl. I mean, you can combine all those games that they got coming out, all their indies, and jam them into one game and still not get the kind of hype and the kind of, big stuff that you're looking at for the competition. And that's sad, especially since Nintendo's breathing down their neck.
Yep. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna pay for all these goddamn games. This shit is crazy.
Gonna need a layaway plan or something.
Man, you just play them one at a time, man. I learned my lesson.
Download them when you pay for Game Pass? Like you download them?
Yeah, you download to your hard drive. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's not streamed. Yeah.
Now as opposed to streaming this shit.
Yeah, it's not streamed.
Yeah,
right to your hard drive. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Jay. What you think about the list?
My thoughts on Game Pass, man. Like I said, I think for what it is, man, it's 100+ games. No, I'm just saying, like they're adding, the Super Lucky Tales. These games are very stellar. They're not very stellar, but it's 100+ games plus their new lineup. You got State of Decay 2 coming out, perhaps Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, so that you got their first party games, and plus Gears of War, Forza, whatever's down the line in the future. I mean, for $10 a month, man, to us, it's not going to appeal to us because, we play a lot of these games already. A lot of these games are old to us, but let me give you a scenario for somebody. Let's say if you go buy a Xbox One S and you get Game Pass and you're like a casual gamer or someone who's just getting into games, you're good to go for a while, man. You're going to have this big, gigantic library of games to play. Like I said, for $10 a month, man, I don't think, obviously, their first party lineup is nowhere near as stellar as Nintendo and PS4. But I think for the money for what they're charging, if it stays $10, it's a good value right now.
Does that justify $500 console though?
No. Yeah, that's a good point. Like I said, I have the X, man. Like I said, it's not this.
There's a little bit more. There's a little bit more than the Pro.
Yeah, this service would benefit a lot more. It would be a lot more profitable for them as well, and probably sell a lot more consoles if they didn't do the Xbox or not Xbox, but fucking play anywhere or whatever on PC. If these games were exclusive to this lineup on that console, it'd be a lot better for them. But I understand what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. Their first party lineup coincided with their $500 machine is not working. It's not justifying the price of buying an Xbox One X. But for what Game Pass is itself, man, for $10 a month, like I said, not to us, but for the casual gamer, for people who maybe never play these games, it's not a bad deal. Especially they announced the first party lineups with it day one. That's one of the most pro consumer moves I've seen in a while, especially from Microsoft. So I think it's a good deal, man. I don't see too much to bitch about. Too much negativity about Game Pass.
All right. We got a late one up in here, but it's all good. What's up, Ashen?
Hey, what's up?
Yo,
I didn't even see Luca.
She creeped up in here like just creeping up in here.
Yeah, she crept on up in here.
Yeah, she did the Shinobi.
I want to do laugh, so I'm gonna backtrack for a second just for her.
Sure.
Game Pass games from March have been confirmed. Luca, you ready?
Okay.
You have Oxenfree, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Resident Evil 2 Revelations, Final Station, Super Lucky Tales, Eurofishing, Sea of Thieves, and Sonic CD. What do you think about that?
Sonic CD.
I don't really think anything of it.
Yo, my mode.
Like Rise of the Tomb Raider, I hear that's a good game, but I mean, I'm not gonna pick up Game Pass until Sea of Thieves comes out, so I can try it out. So,
hey, getting in March then. So,
yeah, at the end of March. The thing of it is that like, I mean, it's like J-Wag said, most of us have played these games already, so
yeah,
whatever. And they have to build up their library for Game Pass to make it more appealing to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, that's a good first start. But, I'm not really expecting a whole lot from this service until later. Netflix, when it started out, it was trash, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it needs time to build up.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like just real quick, what she said, that is a good point. this is a very much a Netflix type model, man. They're gonna have to constantly put new content here to justify people keeping that subscription service. So that's gonna be the hurdle they have to overcome.
It's $20, right? Because you need membership.
Well, yeah. If you want to factor in a $10 membership for Xbox Live a month, and then essentially $20 a month. I mean, unless you buy the year pass for $60 or whatever, but for Xbox Live. But yeah, essentially, if you want the games, it's $20 a month.
Okay. Well, I look at it like this: is just every month you'll have something.
Ryan hates it.
No. I think it's fine. I like Game Pass. I already know I already see what's going to happen. I'm looking.
No, like Lucas said, I'm not getting until March 20th, man.
I'm saying, but you know how the list is going to be when they have one or two games that's not good. People are going to be on it. It's how it's going to be, kind of similar to PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold. It's going to be like that. People are going to find something.
I don't even see why they even got Xbox Gold. It don't even make no sense for them to put those 2 games out. Those 4 games out if they got that. That's why they talk about it be shitty every month.
Well, yeah, the games with Gold have been super shitty, so that's
super shitty, and it's because of that.
Well, they just moving games for Gold games over to
because they got to transition from one format to the next. They're gonna phase out the whole Golds on games fiasco little by little. This is just a transition phase. It's just a transition phase. That's the reason why I feel so mad about the whole concept of it, because it's still in the infancy of its stages.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it could prove a problem, man. Like, if they could do something, like if they could find some way to get these third-party, these big third-party AAA games in there, I don't know, like Red Dead 2 and stuff like that.
That'll never happen.
I'm just saying, like, if they did do that, then everybody would be buying Xbox at that point.
Microsoft will have to pay them a lot of money.
Oh yeah, Game Pass definitely go up. Yeah, it'll go up. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, traditionally, we've always put a value on an item based on the cost, right? We've always said, okay, well, I'm going to spend $1,000 on an iPhone, but I'm not going to spend $1,000 on an Android phone or on a Windows phone or something like that.
Kratos, you're my homie, but I'm gonna have to stop you right there. The latest Android phones have been $1,000.
Hey, I know, I got both. So
yeah,
Galaxy, yeah.
Stick with like Windows phones or like those budget Android phones or whatever.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is, like, when you see a game that's $29.99, you automatically think there is something deprived of this game that doesn't allow it to reach that big price. So that means you're going to compromise somewhere. That's what in most people's mind, right? You see a game like Hellblade came out with beautiful graphics, great story, and stuff like that. But the developers said, it took them less time to make. It was a smaller title, and so that's where the price go. But now when you take all of Microsoft's game, throw them on there combined and charge $10 for them, then people are like, well, that's because the quality of games you're going to get is going to be on that level. So people are automatically, when they think of Game Pass, they're not thinking that they're going to get these big blockbuster games because of how much they're charging.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Absolutely.
Is that thing true about State of Decay? Going from $60 to $30?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to get into that right now.
I thought that was only
was it confirmed that it was $60 in the first place?
Well, I'm pretty sure we all assumed that it was $60.
How much was the original State of Decay?
Listed.
We all assumed.
$20 bucks, $29. Original 20 to $29 is what the original one went for. It was a Xbox Live arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
And they eventually ported it over to the PC.
Okay.
But which is one of my favorite games ever. It is one of my favorite games.
State of Decay?
No doubt. Yeah, State of Decay.
State of Decay 2 is supposed to be a lot more ambitious, right? Apparently a lot bigger.
It's a lot bigger, and it has multiplayer, right?
Yeah,
so I mean,
more in that one.
That in itself is just the dopest thing ever. But again, Microsoft said, this game is going to be bigger, better. We're thinking, okay, it's going to get the AAA treatment. So it's like $60. Okay, good. Can't wait for it. You don't hear anything about the game. And then you hear this, well, the price now is going to be like $29. And it's like, oh, man, I wanted this game to be so good. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to still get it. But I'm just saying that's the mindset of a gamer. They put value based on how much this costs on what it's going to be. So now their excitement is going to kind of drop some because their expectation has to lower some because of what they're paying for a game.
Okay.
Now, if God of War dropped to $20, man, I mean, everybody's going to be throwing a fit because it's like, man, this game was supposed to be this, and this. There was a compromise somewhere. That's how people interpret value based on price.
Do you think that adds value, like, or do you just see that as like a filler type of game?
In Xbox case, you know, I'm gonna get it day one. Even if it's on Game Pass, I'm gonna still buy it because I'm just a fan of the series.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I'm just ready for them to show something more about the game. They've been very secretive about this game. They showed a small gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, what are you guys hiding with Crackdown? What are you hiding with State of Decay? Like, why are you keeping this shit under wrap? Like, you don't have anything to lose at this point. You need to be trying to get this stuff out
show
there.
something. Yeah.
They need an E3 similar to Sony's 2016 with the orchestra. They need something like that to really get people talking at this point.
Yeah.
I
Every time they come out with something positive, right? With something like, you know, all this new news that they have, like the next day is always something comes that knocks them right back down. It's like, damn, they just can't catch a break.
Yeah, like, you know, like something like that they benefit from would be like a new exclusive Superman game or you know, like a Hulk game or something like that. That would, you know, they need something stellar like that, you know, or a brand new IP. It's, you know, off the charts. They need something, some heavy hitter like, you know, like Sony has for the year. They need something more than even State of Decay 2, man, or Crackdown, or especially Sea of Thieves. They need something. They need a big hard hitting title to this E3. It has to be.
It has to be more than one thing. They can't afford to just have one or two games because they've been without for a while, right? They need to kill it. I hope they kill it.
I mean,
I got
they kill it too.
All I gotta say is,
well, at least like you already know the rumors with the whole Superman thing for Rocksteady making it.
Yeah.
I seriously don't want that to be true at this point. It's like it's hard to balance Superman in the game. It really is. You know, it's hard to balance that type of character. What I would like them to do is take that comic book writer's idea like to heart and actually make a Black Panther game. I would get that game. No, I'm with Black Panther. No, if y'all don't know young man, tell you something. If they get
or you could make a Black Panther team controller like how they always do.
Oh, here we go.
It's just
Black Panther versus Superman.
Bro, we already know Black Panther ain't gonna go up against Superman. Superman is gonna just
Batman won.
Listen, man, Batman had kryptonite in his back pocket.
Yeah, kryptonite claws, right? Something.
Kryptonite claws. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Fucking kryptonite claws.
But T'Challa's a very resourceful person, so he might figure out. Superman's weaknesses, but hey,
my nigga Ryan Landis said J-Dub versus Superman.
Already.
But too bad the conversation there. They need.
Damn, this has 700 million right now. Shit.
Yeah, worldwide.
Shit.
It's past the Avengers.
Yeah, that's
so.
crazy. Shit.
Nah, it already made it that much of a great film to watch, man.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a really good film.
I loved it. I enjoyed it. My wife just enjoyed the hell out of that movie.
All I know is you can burn all that shit.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Man, that was crazy though. That was crazy. But I like how he kept that swag in that role. Like it was just,
no, we're not. This ain't a spoiler cast. We don't say nothing.
Yeah, swag though. That's all I gotta say. Swag, bro. The dude has swag.
Yeah, he did.
Well, let me say this about State of Decay too. I certainly hope everybody enjoys it. I really wish the elements, being a messiah of Xbox has stopped. I know Ryan did a great video today about Xbox trying to compete, but it's over. I mean, Sony's gonna probably be 80 million consoles by E3. Microsoft's gonna be at like 30. I'll give them 38.5 by E3. So, which
realistic 37.
All right, 37. That's fine. But this game, if it's going to be $29 or $39, it's a game. That's the way people got to start looking at Microsoft. They're not the Xbox is not a PlayStation. That's people got to get over it. You know, I'm talking about the people that still think they're competing. You know, they're not competing.
Oh.
It's over. Go home.
Yeah, especially one dude in the chat in here is talking about, you know, a little extra stuff. I know you Xbox guys, so it's okay. It's okay. Keep fighting the fight, my brother.
Hey,
but we already know it's you know that Xbox ain't doing
about that State of Decay thing. Like them fanboys, all they do, they using that because they really wanted to put another X by the AAA thing. They didn't give a fuck about the game. They just wanted it to be a AAA so they could tell Sony fanboy, we got another AAA. Now that happened, now they over there like doom and gloom, like, oh my God, what are y'all doing?
Remember Phil Spencer's famous quote: "Single player driven games do not sell anything."
Yes.
And look exactly what's going on. What are single player driven games doing right now? They're actually doing something for the gaming community. They're actually creating things for people to look forward to, and that's exactly what we've been trying to say for this whole long time of explaining and ranting and all this shit is because of that specific reason. Story driven games create the company. It gives it the identity. It gives it something for people to fucking flock for.
Yep.
Everything, you're right, but real quick here, let me get this in, Kratos. That's not what Microsoft is doing. I mean, again, I've told people, look, that thing doesn't suck because you think it sucks. It sucks because I said it sucks. In the PlayStation community, they gotta realize they won this generation. And yeah, I mean, anytime they got mad at Phil Spencer, literally tweeting things out like, well, I have the right to be toxic. It's my right, it's my constitutional right. You're right, you're correct. They wanted a AAA game so that they can go to their little channels and say, ooh, we got a AAA game. You ain't got shit. Play your game.
Oh my God, Craig, you hit it on the button, my brother.
Craig, for the longest time, man, I could not make sense out of that 2017 E3, man. When I seen all those games, man, I was like, man, all these are super lucky tail games, like indie games. Now, like, this is all they get.
Well,
so all
they mocked it.
That's what.
They mocked it. They mocked it at the beginning of the generation. They mocked that at the beginning of the generation. They were calling PlayStation the indie station. And again, it was because they didn't have access to those games. They are furious. Look, if you don't think they want to play Spider-Man, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, MLB The Show, they want to play those games. They just don't want to have to buy a Sony system to do it. So
the part about it, Craig, though, they gonna have to buy that Sony system in order to play it, because that's just the way it's gonna be for the next couple of years.
They got it.
They don't want to.
They got it.
Yeah, one at a time. Damn.
No, he right though. Like he said, they got it. It's they won't admit it, right? But come on, with all these consoles selling, these PlayStation 4 selling, they have to have them, right? They have to have PlayStations in their houses. It may not be their preferred platform, but they low key got it. I mean, come on, nobody's gonna miss God of War, Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man. Come on, if you call yourself a gamer, you will not miss out on those caliber of games. That's just, I mean, come on, let's call a spade a spade. I think yes, everybody on this panel here probably have an Xbox and a PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. It's even smaller titles like the Yakuzas and all these other Japanese games. Is Yakuza that's exclusive, right? Yakuza 6 or whatever is coming out.
Yeah.
And Konami, if I'm
yeah. So you got all those other Japanese titles too that are exclusive. Yeah, everybody has that's really into games has a PS4, even if they don't want to admit it. Even crap gamers a fucking PS4. He's hyped about God of War.
Yeah,
that's
on
the low low.
You can't deny those caliber of games, and that's what distinguish, right? This is why you look at those, the 75, 76, whatever million, and then you look at the caliber of software that it's outputting, and then you look at the caliber of software, the Xbox is outputting versus how many it sold, and it kind of lines up at this point, right? You can kind of look and see what the disparity is. I've always said this generation was over in 2014. We've just been shucking and jiving and playing and stuff like this with this whole console war thing, but this thing has been over. I think Microsoft right now they're focusing on next gen. I think this is kind of a wrap. If this is enough,
it better not be.
I beg to differ.
It better not be. Goddamn it!
I beg to differ on the on the whole console war situation. I'll say it this way: it's been over since 2001. Ever since they touted power, just like every other console company that always touted power has been over since that time.
Been a loser,
360 was pretty. I mean, it beat the PS3, didn't it, in sales?
Slightly, marginally, but it wasn't like a landslide like how it is right now.
Yeah, 360. Yeah, that was their best console. I love the 360, man. When I was
360 was shit.
I prefer it over the PS3 heavily.
Everybody did. Yeah, everybody does.
That part. Luca, what you think? She going quiet on us. It's like nerds.
She's out.
Come on, Ms. Luca. Let your voice be heard.
Ooh.
Fucking stupid. I mean, like, the console war's over. Like, the generation's over. PlayStation 1. I don't understand why anyone would still try to fight any console war because Xbox lost again. They haven't won yet, so
I love that little delay again.
Damn, right?
I mean, it is what it is. It's
all time for real.
But that's why it's so good to have fun with it, right? It's like we've been having fun for the last 3 to 4 years. Just talking crap and stuff. But it's theoretically it's been over.
Yeah, the console war is very entertaining. You just see people say the craziest things. It's really great.
Entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's
money. Unmute yourself and turn off your monitor. Or turn your monitor.
At the end of the day, that's what gaming is all about. Is pure entertainment. There's nothing else, nothing more. There are some people that just take it to that extra point by just talking incoherently to other people and insinuating situations that are not supposed to be good. You got to keep it gaming. At the end of the day, that's all it is. You keep it gaming. You talk about games. You don't talk about family members. You don't talk about mothers. You don't talk about nothing. You just talk about your preferred console that you want to debate upon. But don't go to the ignorant route and start calling people names or just trying to outduel each other word for words. This is per se. You're typing on a keyboard. But you're not a gangster, so just keep it like that. Because you don't know me, and I don't know you. I'm from the Bronx, New York, so you already know how it is.
Hey, Luca, you have the power to silence certain people, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah,
I don't get what he's saying.
If it's getting too much for you, you have the okay to do what you want to do. I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to figure out what he means because I don't get what he's trying to say.
Nah, man, and another thing too, man. Y'all dudes. And I'm saying this right now, y'all dudes better have utmost respect for women, plain and simple.
Facts.
This is not the type of scene for you to come up in the chat and start talking belligerent shit. Just keep it 100 and keep it 100% gaming. None of that sexist shit, because we're here as gamers. We're all equal. Nothing less, nothing more.
Remember, sexism supposedly was the reason why we hated Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters that's a trash movie.
I heard it from women as well.
It was trash.
Nah, man, Ghostbusters was okay. It wasn't that.
No, it was trash. Stop. It was trash. Stop.
You ain't gonna take it that far.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah, it sucked, man. Like I'd rather watch the old Ghostbusters than the new one. It's just it just had a certain. It was flawed. Like it had something going, but then it just like went to total.
I'd rather watch that Dragon Ball Z movie than.
Oh no!
Oh no! I don't know about
that. No. What was that called? Dragon Ball.
Bro, I'd rather go Ghostbusters than Dragon Ball Evolution, bro. Any day.
That's a fact.
I can't stand that movie.
I watched. Did you guys see that? Like you know how
he did Piccolo.
Oh my god, bro! Like, oh
hey,
man,
if you're a DBZ fan, man, in the chat in the podcast, man, like Google, not Google, but YouTube, DBZ Light of Hope, man. It's like a fan made thing.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Awesome.
It's really good.
Yeah, and for a small budget, man, for what they did, that was fantastic. I wish they got some money and actually did it right.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to OBJ, man. He said Ghostbusters was worse than Sea of Thieves. God.
OBJ the Dawn was good, man.
Hey, Big Money, unmute your mic, brother. Unmute your mic.
What's the next topic here, Ryan?
Oh shit! What up all day? I see you, fam. What's good?
Digital?
Oh fuck! All right, next fucking topic. Violence in video games.
Oh shit!
Here we go. This is where this podcast goes crazy.
All right, I'm gonna start, man, because I've been hearing about this.
Let me get the point across now that you had the shore, because we kind of talked about this. Kratos and a few others. We talked about this very lengthy on the Gamer Couch podcast. Good time. But basically, our president has declared video games the reason behind all the crazy shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have the floor. Go ahead, Carlo.
All right, let me start by saying this. Name me one person that has gone in public in the name of video games to do acts of violence. Name one person, name one situation, name anything pertaining to video gaming. And that is exactly the reasons why this whole blaming the video gaming community is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not blaming Trump, okay? I'm not blaming Trump.
Technically, he said
Trump is the most rhetorical person
said the shit.
on this planet to only repeat everything that is being told to him. So he gets no pass. But in correlation to what we're talking about as gaming in itself, gaming, it's not a platform of violence. There's different genres in video gaming. Yes, we have Call of Duty. We have first person shooters. Me personally, I like guns. Don't get it twisted. I like guns. But just because I play it on a video game doesn't mean that I have to take that experience and go out in public and exercise it. That is the difference between virtual reality and reality. And that's where they have to stray away from trying to blame gamers or violent games for certain situations in society. The whole basis of this whole thing, it is that people are having problems. People are having problems personally, and they don't know how to extensively disperse that, that frustration. And that's what people got to understand. Like,
hey, Chris,
it's not gaming. It's not gaming at all.
Kratos, did you send me a tweet? Share me something?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I see this. Hold up. It's a little spooky. Hold up. I gotta share this one. All right. Let me get my fucking screen. Here we go.
Shout out to Fatal Mephisto.
Yes, definitely shout out to Fatal for this. All right, everybody should see this. Let's take a look at the first one.
Ooh.
Wow. $80.
What's that for? Like collector's edition?
Decay.
What?
What's that for? Is that collector edition? What is it?
That's for.
What's it say on the text there?
Available for pre-order.
Normal.
No.
For pre-order.
No.
Oh wow! I mean, since you guys were putting so much emphasis on price, it must be amazing now since it's so expensive, right? Right? I mean, because $30 means they took stuff out, so $80 means they put a lot of stuff in, right?
I
doubt that's actually bro. I doubt that's actually the price. That might be like a misprint or something.
Price now, but that's what it was.
It says $24.99. What the hell?
It says euros.
$24.99.
That's euros. That's monopoly money.
Damn, they out their minds. Wow. Okay, that's definitely spooky.
Mm-hmm.
That's really spooky.
Wow.
Okay, that just killed my mojo there.
Anyway, so these politicians have been working with blame video games motto for fucking years, right? And the issue is, it's like these parents and all these adults are so ignorant about what video games are actually about that they actually believe them. They fucking believe them. And it baffles me that they won't bother doing their own fucking research on this stuff. Instead, they're like, yeah, it must be video games. It must be something completely virtual and not real. Just like it's, you know, we have violent movies, but, you know, we can't blame that because that's just a form of entertainment. And we have violent books, but no, we can't blame that. It's just a form of entertainment. But it's definitely video games because it's more interactive. And wow, he's killing all these people in this game, even though there's like millions of gamers out there. Are there millions of atrocities happening? Oh, okay.
No. And then on top of that, like,
no, I was that State of Decay picture I showed was the price before now before they dropped the shit to 24.
Nah, on top of that, Luca, like, what's the whole purpose of blaming something that's very irrelevant to the whole big picture?
The purpose is they like their guns and they like their money from the NRA, and they're gonna do whatever they can to divert the topic.
And speaking into that as well, where was the NRA when Philandro Castillo was shot and killed by a cop?
Facts.
Having a drink with the cop.
And he was carry concealed.
Yeah.
He had all his paperwork. He had everything that was on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't show no type of violence towards the cop, but the cop felt some type of way and just shot him for no reason.
Yep.
Where was the NRA when that happened? You see, this is the thing that I hate about
the dude that got choked out to death. You know what I'm talking about? The dude that said he can't breathe, he got choked out.
Yeah, Everett Garner.
Yeah, there you go.
And then this is the thing. The NRA is such full of bullshit that they just want people to think that having a gun is a not a responsibility. That having a gun is an essential piece in everyday life.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna ask everybody who has kids: do y'all feel any safe with your kids going to school now? Now that the teacher might possibly have guns now.
Hell no, I wouldn't feel safe, man. I got a 5-year-old, I got a 7-year-old, and I got a 14-year-old. I'm not gonna feel no safe with no teacher having a weapon of mass destruction inside a classroom just in case somebody pops up and do something stupid.
This is why obligation is to prepare your child for the for the
future.
That's it. You know, it's really getting like in my son's school. The past 3 out of the past 5 days, or last week anyway, they had active shooter drills, and he's in second grade.
Shit.
So wow. Yeah, so they're taking that shit seriously apparently throughout the school districts, but
I mean, and I commend school teachers and I commend everybody doing their part into teaching the students how to react in a situation. Unfortunately, the situation was from something that happened, and people got to start waking up. People got to start seeing the signs. Like if you see that somebody's not mentally fit or they're having some type of problems, try to reach out to that person. Tell them that you're there for them. Don't just ignore them and let them do whatever they want. And my other riff is at the NRA. The NRA is just full of shit. They just want to keep the whole Second Amendment mentalism on everybody, so that the guns can be still sold throughout the whole country. That's their whole MO. They just want to make money off guns. That's it. Money. We're not in 1887 or back in the Western days that you had to legally carry your gun just in case you had your own property, and if somebody came to your property you didn't know them, then yeah, you have every right to protect it. But we're no longer living in those type of days. Yes, I am for the Second Amendment to a certain point. Only if you're a landowner, you should have a weapon on you due to the fact that you have home invasions. Yes, that is a great thing to do. But when you have somebody that goes into a fucking gun shop, mind you, a 19-year-old going into a gun shop, buying a high assault power rifle, and then going killing people, that's where it has to be drawn. That's where the line has to be. Keep in
mind, he wasn't old enough to, in that state, if I'm not mistaken, they had a more stricter law on the alcohol than the fucking weapons.
Yeah. And
that was a scary part right there. It's like, he can't drink, but hey, he can go into a store and get a fucking AR.
It's pretty easy, man. Because I don't know when the last time y'all bought a gun was, but this past weekend, matter of fact, I went to, it's called a gun bash. It's like, like a big raffle thing, and
shooting gallery, like a shooting gallery.
You buy tickets to win guns, whatever. I won $500 cash, and I won a 1911 45 ACP, and it took me literally 2 minutes to do the paperwork, and I walked out with a gun. So it's not very extensive.
No wait time, no nothing.
No, in my state, no, you don't have to. You can buy a pistol that day and not have to wait.
Wow.
And that's what I mean by it. Like, just put limitations to certain things so that you can avoid circumstances. Don't take the right away, but within the right, put these stipulations. Listen, this is what you need to do in order to get this weapon. You have to be mentally fit. You have to be prepared and trained, and you have to take an annual refresher course just to see how you are handling your weapon. Because most cops, they go for refresher course over here in New York. They have to go for mandatory refreshers so that they're mentally fit and able to carry those weapons.
Yeah.
And I think that should be the norm for every goddamn state in the United States, man. It should be the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Sunrise Game. I said I won $500 and I won a gun. I didn't buy for $500.
Yeah, I suggest you listen to the podcast, my dude.
he's like, no, everybody has $500 to buy a gun. It's like, I didn't say that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Sorry to interrupt you.
$500. Okay. Okay.
I'm not thinking, man. So we all know that. Of course, we know that video games aren't the cause of these.
Man, I'm handling the situation right now.
Well, he said not everybody has $500, but tell it to the dudes. Tell it to the 35 people who bought 35 million. Sorry, who bought an Xbox One.
I mean, yeah.
It's not 35 million on an Xbox One.
If your intent is to get a gun, and do those things, then you can get $500 pretty quick.
So that's what what's the name meant with that screenshot. In Canada, it's $80, $69 in America. Now it's $24. Okay.
So I want to bring up the other topic. Though, like I said, of course, we all know that video games aren't the cause of these mass shootings and whatnot, but. Now the things we're talking about, you guys probably heard this, is they're talking about possibly putting a tax on rated R movies and rated M games, I guess, just like some kind of additional tax to, I don't know what they're going to call it tax, but I guess the whole incentive is, I think the whole thing here was maybe while they're targeting video games is, of course, like Lucas said, to shift the blame to video games, but also maybe they want a piece of the pie, man. A piece of how much video games are making.
Yeah, definitely gonna get a little bit of that money.
Yeah, because that's what they want. In all reality, the government wants to make more money.
Create a challenge, Luca. Every time this fool speaks at a press conference, everybody's go, "Ooh." Everybody declare martial law. I just wish that happened. Like when he said, I declare martial law with you cops. Everybody started clapping. Everybody just starts going, stop that shit.
Man, there's a lot of problems in the country, man. Like, did you guys hear about this? This is in my state, actually. This is in my state. They have a convicted child molester. He just got nominated fire chief in a town in PA.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Our president has molested a child before, so I don't.
Yeah, he has been convicted of it.
Okay,
It's been time in the penitentiary for it. This guy's convicted. He raped a 2-year-old
woman. But do y'all even have any sympathy for Omarosa?
Nah.
His little chick who went with the only black lady in the White House, basically, got fired.
Oh, yeah. Now she said she had a hard time when she was black.
But she was in her damn for years.
Yeah.
All right, look, yo, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Look, Swy Halo Storm. Whatever it is that you need to do, bro, go do it at your own time. We're not in this podcast here trying to insinuate any kind of stuff towards people. This is your last warning. I'm giving you a heads up right now.
Halo Storm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta leave him alone. He's
you and the Almighty Spartan, chill. We're gaming.
Yo, they've been arguing for like.
Yeah, you guys are arguing for like less or more than 40 minutes. Chill.
Yeah.
No, they every time I go to a podcast chat, they're like arguing with each other.
Halo Storm man, shit up, man.
Like y'all would think y'all two are fighting like legit on some real shit.
Yeah, man, this is all about gaming, man. We talk about issues, but we don't go at each other, man. Plain and simple.
That's between y'all two. Y'all need to chill, but whatever.
Yeah, crazy shit though.
All right. So, is there anything else we need to talk about? I guess what you guys are playing. What are you guys playing?
Right now, I'm actually playing this game Rime on the PS4. and I gotta say that game is beautiful.
Is it good? I heard it's like pretty barren.
Nah, it's not barren. It's just that people, if you're an action person, you're gonna get bored. But if you're a person that appreciates art,
And exploration,
and inspirative games, this game, it actually is pretty damn awesome. And the way they do the puzzles and the strategies for you to move around the open world realm, it's like, wow, I like it. It's a pretty good, it's a badass game.
All right, I'll switch between a few games. I'm playing Bayonetta right now. Trying to finish Shadow of the Colossus. I'm getting pissed off because I can't find it.
Are you playing Bayonetta, or are you still trying to get it to work?
No. Yeah, download kind works. I'm like 5 hours into it, but trying to piss me off here, Ryan. No, I got it to work, so I'm playing that. I'm enjoying the hell of that. It's a very good game. I'm more excited to play Bayonetta 2. I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus. I streamed it couple of days ago. I started flipping out on stream because I spent like an hour and a half trying to find this damn Colossus. I still can't find them. So some of these Colossus are very hard to find. You follow in the sword as you have to be in the sun that follows the light or whatever. And some of these damn bosses I cannot find. I gotta Google it. I was trying to hold off on YouTube because I want to do it myself, but I think I got to figure it out. And then I'm playing Fortnite. Yes, go ahead and clown me. Fortnite's still getting some love from me. And what else am I playing? Some PSVR shit's about it. I've been playing Sprint Vector a lot. That game's pretty crazy.
All right.
That's about it.
What is the Messiah playing?
I just got done beating Wolfenstein 2 on the superior PlayStation. Beautiful 60 mode. So I'm excited. I'm moving on to Elite Dangerous again. I'm going to go land on some planets and blow shit up.
Okay. What's the god of PlayStation playing? Kratos.
Well, tell you the truth, man. I'm playing the damn Switch now. I'm playing Tiny Metal.
Gosh, what?
Tiny Metal, and I just got Payday, so I'm playing those on the Switch.
I still can't believe you bought that,
bro. I buy all that shit. So I mean,
I spent a lot on games too, man. That Payday too, I couldn't justify buying it for my eyes.
Well, see, here's the thing, man. Me and the homie all day. We was playing it on the Pro. We was playing Payday 2 on the Pro, and we had a good time with the game or whatever. And I was like, man, that'd be badass if what I'm saying, if I was able to be at work or traveling or something like that, and I'm able to play the game with my friends and stuff like that. And so that's how that came about. It's like, hell yeah, I mean, be able to play that portable.
Yeah, there's no voice chat though.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, you
guys gotta communicate. I'm trying to rob a bank.
Yeah, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. To tell you the truth, the bulk of the games that I play aren't multiplayer. They're single player.
In your opinion, how does it compare graphically to the PS4 version?
Of course. Come on, it's any game. Of course, it's not that. Like how far? It's not that big of a downgrade. You got to realize, it's 720p. Compared to 1440p or 4K on a big TV, but it's a small screen, so it's it's not that big.
So it's 1080p docked then.
Yeah.
Okay. 30 FPS.
But to tell you the truth, 30 FPS. But to tell you the truth, though, man, the bulk of the times when I play the Switch, it's in handheld mode. It's not really even docked. I think the dock mode for a Switch is more convenience than handheld.
I'm scared to play in dock, bro. Everybody's switches are warping. You see,
what's the name's bent?
Like USA,
yeah. His joint bent, and all he did was keep it in the dock.
I don't know. I don't have that problem, so it's kind of like the iPhones, right? When people
out of there, bro, it's just been there since he got the damn thing. He's always kept it in the dock.
There's a lot of videos. Yeah, it's not an isolated instance. There's a lot of
that's crazy
happening. But,
well, as long as it don't happen to me, I mean, because it's just like iPhones. The new iPhones come out, people are always going to say, "Oh, mine bent, or it did this, or it did that."
Yeah, people
I never have any problems.
Unbox Therapy. He's actually a really, really good YouTuber. He always does that with the iPhones, the bend test.
Yeah.
He's a really good YouTuber. Yeah, so definitely. Luca, put the coquito down. What are you playing?
Persona 5.
Thought you beat Persona 5.
I did. I'm on New Game Plus, sir. Yeah, I'm just going through that again. I was gonna switch to something else, but man, I don't know. I have the Persona itch. Like typically with my big open world RPGs or my RPGs in general, I always go through them more than once. So
okay. What do we have here? For me, I am playing Neo, about to platinum it, so I'm about to be done with that.
Ooh.
Yes, I have Batman, the Telltale Batman game. I'm about to finish up with that. Got Star Wars Battlefront 1 coming in the mail because me and Jack are going to play that, so we're going to do that.
Why?
No, I don't know. I'm just going to play it. I'm not playing the second one, so you can guess
how you play is the first one? Are the servers still going for that one?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay.
But got that.
There's no story.
Going to get Wolfenstein in a few days. So there you go.
That game is crazy. Bloody.
Oh, I bet. You're killing Nazis, right?
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's
slaughtering.
I need a partner for No Way Out when that comes out.
I try Bloodborne, yes, sir, or Platinum Bloodborne.
Oh my God.
It gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Great game.
I've never played it.
Of course, Luca can't beat Bloodborne. That's why she's trying to get Blue to play it. Nah, I'm playing.
I've beaten Bloodborne twice. What are we doing here?
Shots fired.
Isn't Bloodborne?
You know, I had to try it.
Friendly fire, people. Friendly fire.
Is that coming for the Switch?
Who'd you say was stuck on Dark Soul was like opening?
Dark Soul, that's it, coming to the Switch, yeah.
Was that Blue you said was stuck on the opening?
Yeah, that was.
Oh my God. I can tell you that much, yo. That game in the opening was a pain in the ass, man. It was a pain in the ass. If you wasn't catching on to everything that was going on, that you could get lost in that. You can get lost.
Oh shit! I'd be happy when we get Bloodborne too. I'd be happy for that.
Facts, me too.
Hopefully that teaser was that everybody's calling it Bloodborne too, but it could be Tenchu. So whatever, though. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very, very much for making this first episode of the Real Gamer Talk podcast. Hashtag RGT. Thank you guys for making it so lit. I appreciate all of you guys who came in. I know it's a lot of shit going on today, a lot of podcasts, but big shout out to this amazing panel. I love talking to these guys about everything. So thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and let them get their outros out, and we're gonna end the show. Go right ahead, Carlos. Get your outro.
Man, you already know, man. It's your boy Type Boy 87, aka Carlos Fernandez, and Real Gamers Talk, man. That's how it is, and this is just the first of many. So enjoy, my peoples, and game on.
Facts.
Okay, go right ahead, the Messiah.
That's right. I am the Messiah. There is none higher. Appreciate being here at the Real Gamer Talk podcast. Enjoyed it and hope to be back next week. God willing.
Absolutely. Anytime, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to start advertising it. It was a great time. Go right ahead. My son, be better. Kratos. Now I'm playing. Go ahead.
Everybody is being great. It's your boy J-Dub, a.k.a. Kratos, the god of PlayStation and all things gaming. Thanks again, man. It's a great podcast, great panel. Just enjoy doing it.
All righty. JWax412.
JWax412. Hey, thank you for everybody who came out to the podcast. Thank you for Ryan for having me out. It's always an honor to be on these. Shout out to the panel. I always enjoy talking to real people, real gamers in the community, and just happy to be here, man. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah,
likewise, my brother.
If Luca's done blocking people, she can help you with Mike. Now stop.
Yo, y'all killed me with that, man.
Y'all killed me with that, man. Yo, Luca blocks somebody else. I want to feed it to my children. Now I'm playing right there.
Just kidding, I'm vegetarian.
Go ahead.
All right, thanks for having me. Sorry I was late. I was doing something.
Hair appointment.
Oh, I wish. I'm getting my hair done on Saturday, though.
I whip my hair back and forth.
Good time. You guys can catch me on Twitter at the Ashen Luca.
Yeah, I'm gonna have everybody's stuff in the description. I gotta put that in there, but absolutely. Shout out to Foxy Games UK. I know it was like 1 o'clock when we started this podcast, so I know he wanted to get through here, but it's late over there. So a big shout out to him. Thank you again. But that was a good show. Good show. I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast. Hit that like button, and we will see you guys next week. Hopefully, y'all have a good one.
Deuces.
All right.